Good evening, everybody.
Hi, guys.
How are we doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kitty cats of all ages?
Yes, Thor is joining us.
My name is Dustin,
I'm Chandra.
and it's Tuesday, your favorite night of the week.
Is that what that is?
It's my favorite night of the week.
I mean, I definitely enjoy it more than a Friday.
I mean, you have to work Fridays.
I know. And Saturdays.
Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what we're talking about today?
I have no idea what we're doing today.
We're talking about celebration, gratitude, and how thankful we are for all the people that join us in our chats, all the members we have, the people who donate and gift memberships, those who do super chats, and all the wonderful people out there who make this possible.
You guys rock.
For real, we have 111 members right now.
That's insane.
It's too many. I couldn't even fit them in my banner.
That is crazy.
Even with ChatGPT, because so YouTube is weird. So YouTube will tell me how many members we have, and it'll show me who all the members are, but then it won't let me actually it'll show me the first 100.
Yeah.
So there are 11 members I can't get to because it won't show me. It just keeps kind of thinking across the top.
That's
so
weird.
I don't know. So I wasn't able to get the names and update anything. So
That's weird. But thank you for being here, and thank you for being a member.
I have 95 members in the banner that we'll play in a little bit. But
if your name got missed, send him a message and
I'll do my best to get you up there.
He'll make sure you get tagged in there.
And hopefully those of you who were gifted memberships will enjoy what we do enough to continue on with your membership. Ow! The cat is making biscuits with my hand.
And he is fat on these little bitty paws.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is a lot of weight on my knee.
And I wanted
claws.
And I wanted to try something. So if you haven't been living under a rock, Salty released 3 new flavors. They released a grapefruit flavor. I don't know why I forgot to put my phone on silent. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
Amateur.
You know what?
Amateur hour.
True. So Salty released 3 new flavors. They released grapefruit, a lemon lime twist, and they released a cherry chill. And we are going to taste test cherry chill here for you right now.
Right meow. Oh,
Yeah.
And Bruce has come to join us. They're both standing on one of my knees with their chunky little bodies on their skinny little paws.
So this is cherry chill in here. It's clear. Let me shake it. There's remnants of some ice that I put on there a little bit ago. All right. So we haven't tried the electrolytes yet because I wanted to do it on camera, and we've been busy and we've been a lot of things going on, holidays and everything. So we're going to try it now.
I hope it's good. I'm not usually a fan of cherry flavored items.
It smells good.
Oh, I need to get
It kind of smells like a lifesaver.
It does actually smell good. That's not for me.
It's not for you?
It's not for me.
Chris will tell you, told you so.
Yeah. Not for me. This is Bruce. He has come to join us. He has eye boogies. Come here, Grody.
It's a good flavor. It's kind of like a cherry sweet tarty type flavor to me.
I don't like the taste of artificial cherry. I just never have. And
it's very difficult to get right. And then you're adding it on top of a sugar-free variant.
And it's got a salt flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not for me.
I like this though.
And that's okay. We've discussed, I am exceptionally picky and hard to satisfy.
Ain't that the truth?
Don't act like that.
All right, let's jump in and see who the amazing people are in our chat today.
And tell us, how was your holiday? If you celebrated Thanksgiving, what'd you do? Did you have fun? Did you have plenty of food? Are you still eating them leftovers? Because we are. I had turkey for breakfast.
Sharon Holloway is in the chat.
Thank you for joining us.
With us. She said, next party ready to start.
Yes.
Because Chris Cook in Nashville just ended. And then right after us, Keto Chow goes live.
Nice. Party on, Wayne.
Oh, I wanted to talk about what we were up on the north side. We were up on the north side, and we're getting these new restaurants. I guess they're not restaurants. I guess they do have food. but they're more beverage oriented.
Swig.
Swig. It's a place called Swig, and I was like, "What is that?" And I guess it's a
A soda joint.
It's a soda place, and it's in a weird location. Like, so it doesn't look like it's
somewhere. It's also hard to get to.
It's hard to get to this location, but at least there's a drive-through because it didn't look like initially there was a drive-through, and so it's like you go in and you basically pick out your sodas. And I guess I want to say it's a Utah-based.
Yeah, I feel like when we looked it up, there were like 1,000,000,005 of them in Utah.
There's 2 here, and then there's like 100 in Utah.
Yeah.
So I just one of those things I was thinking about Utah and the Bears and Keto Chow and them all being in Utah.
The Bears.
Yeah. And I imagine that they've probably tried those places. Maybe. I mean, I don't honestly know, but I mean, I figure there's 100 locations in Utah.
Could you just sit down?
Speaking of cats,
the orange cat in the garage has been deciding he wants to try to come in the house, which we've discussed. He's not allowed. So I bought him a $70 beautiful heated cat house
for the garage.
He will not go in at all.
We've put him in it.
I picked him up and I put him in it and he ran out. He will not go in the cat house.
It's 20-some degrees outside.
And he is a turd.
Even sub 20 degrees in the mornings. It's like getting down to the 15, 16 range.
In the garage, it's not that cold. It stays closed. We've not been keeping it correct for him to go in and out. He's been kind of trapped in it. But he's got his food and his water. But he refuses to go into the heated cat house.
And the way that the heated cat house is set up, when he goes in and puts his weight on the pad heats up to body temperature. So it's electric and will heat up to his body temperature. So it'll keep him warm and toasty. So he doesn't, turn into a catsicle.
But he's a turd. And he wants to make me mad.
He doesn't know money.
It's going to end up being that it's going to get cold enough. I'm going to have to just bring him back in and hope he doesn't pee and poop all over the house.
He will. It's going to make me upset.
I know, but I can't just leave him out there. Stinking cats.
Amy's here.
Thanks for joining us.
I might go see Amy on Sunday.
Okay.
She's got a meetup up in I keep want to say Waukesha, but that's the wrong state.
I don't know.
Mishawaka. Waka waka waka.
Well, I will be at work. So
Evelyn is going to be there. So I had to go see Evelyn, get some hugs from Evelyn.
Okay.
But Cindy said that she would not be there. So I said I would be more likely to go. No.
She's going to beat you up next time she sees you.
She keeps saying she's going to beat me up, but she has yet to do so.
That's just because you're not that close.
Evelyn. We love Evelyn.
Yes.
And we are 3.5 hours. Her arms aren't that long.
That's true.
And we got 22Q Cat. Lynn is here. She
Hi,
says,
Lynn.
Hey, Dustin, Chandra, and all.
And cats.
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 Shauna is here. She goes, hey, y'all. We'll see if I make it all the way through.
Well, we hope you do.
I think I need to lay down. Maybe I'll try mobile.
That's fair.
Mobile? What about less bile?
Anyway. So the monkey was here today and took her to school and got a call from the mommy saying that the school nurse had called her and the monkey had a fever. Well, they had taken her to a med check a few days ago because she was complaining that her ear hurt. And she had been grouchy, but not really super complaining.
She's very grouchy.
Very grouchy. And so we went ahead and gave her some Tylenol and sent her to school. Well, we went to pick her up because she had a fever and took her to a med check. And I have a good friend that runs it. So we went up there and she has a double ear infection.
Poor little Pookie Pookie.
Yes, poor piggy.
All the cool kids are here now.
Right. The cat finally decided to sit, and at least he's sitting on your arm this time instead of mine. I appreciate that.
Rick is here. Quack, quack. there was a comedian. Who had this bit of like shuckadeki quack quack.
I don't know.
And I knew it was his name was something Hearn. His last name was Hearn, and I knew his sister. I think it was his sister or cousin. Because she worked with me at a job that I had when I was in my early 20s, and she was related to him.
Random thoughts. by Dustin.
That's my life. Random thoughts. Karen from Low Carb Spin is here.
Thanks for joining us.
She said, "Hi, Dustin and Shauna." Not you.
Nobody likes you.
That's true. Let's see. Ash Taylor, the beautiful Ash Taylor is here.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, dear, for being here. They just
Oh,
hot off their live. They're eating. They were cooking stuffed meatballs,
ooh,
like
that sounds
cheese
good.
ball stuffed meatballs.
That sounds really good.
They looked yummy.
How far away are they?
5 hours.
Well, that's not fair. I'm just saying.
We could always just drive down there one day and surprise them and be like, "Cook us food."
I'm sure they'd
Be
appreciate
like,
that.
"Knock, knock, guess who? It's us. Cook us food."
They'd be like, why are these psychos at our house?
That's true. Like,
After we're done, though, you're going to need to make the steak.
yeah, I'm cook steaks.
There's
when we're done.
steaks in the fridge that need cooked.
Sean Bradley is here. Good evening, my friend Sean.
Thank you for joining us. This other cat, Thor, has now rejoined us and has not quite decided if he's going to sit or stand there and stare at me. We'll see. Anywho,
Yeah, these cats, they don't understand.
they're
real world.
weird.
Tanya is here.
Thank you for joining us.
And we've got Nan. Caitlin is here. Oops, clicked it twice.
Somebody doesn't know how to work his own computer.
That's
Fine,
true. I
it's
really
fine.
don't. Jennifer says, "Good evening, beautiful people. The beautiful people."
Good evening, Jen. So, did anybody get any good Black Friday deals? Anybody go shopping?
I don't think anybody had any Black Friday deals.
Well, this blanket is 10 feet by 10 feet. And I got it at Kohl's for, I think it was $25 or $29. I can't remember.
And how much Kohl's cash did you get?
I got, oh crap. Excuse my language. I need to go back to Kohl's.
We'll go tomorrow.
Yeah, because there's something I have to get before that Kohl's cash dies. I got $60 Kohl's cash because I bought my stuff and the kids' stuff and they zelled me money. Well, okay, that's not fair. They were supposed to zell me money. I don't think that actually happened.
They don't. They always forget.
It's fine. It's fine. I got $60.
Like the way their bank account is set up, it doesn't really attach to our Zelle.
Yeah, the way their bank account is set up is that it never
It goes
gives
to
me
whatever
money
they
back.
want, but never to us.
It never gives me money back. It's fine. It's fine. I just support all of the children's Christmases. It's fine.
This is Bruce.
Yes, this one's Bruce. Thor is called a flame tip. Even though they are from the same litter, they are very different colored.
Shauna says, "On my phone, text is slow. Back needed to lay down." Hey, I feel you 100%. I had to nap earlier today. I was just not feeling it today.
I took a nap almost today. It was about 30 minutes before we got the phone call to go get the kid from the school. You know, we tried. We
Rick.
tried to nap.
Rick says, "I see the attack cat."
Yes.
Well, our cats don't attack like yours does.
Our cats are more like, if you have a string cheese, they're more likely to come around.
I'm not quite sure how you continue the membership. I know you got to link a payment into your Google account, and then you would just click join, and then maybe glow the join button, and then say continue membership if you were gifted one. I'm not quite sure how that works, to be honest with you. Everyone's saying hello to each other.
Yeah, I don't have any idea how any of that works.
Nan loves the groovy grapefruit.
I'm excited to try that because grapefruit is one of my favorite flavors of things.
I figured we would try the cherry first.
That's fine.
Because I didn't think you would like cherry.
That's correct.
Cherry is a hard flavor to get right. So I was a little apprehensive about cherry, but the initial reviews have been very positive. So I was less apprehensive.
I don't think it's bad, but it tastes like artificial cherry. Like the only artificial cherry thing that I like are those. Do you remember those Luden's cough drops that nobody uses? Cough drops. We just ate them like they were candy. That's the only cherry flavored thing I've ever liked. Otherwise, I just don't. I don't want it. I don't like it. It's just not my thing.
Bruce, you got fans.
He's a turd. His name is Bruce after the shark on Finding Nemo.
Name's Bruce.
He was a vicious attack cat when he was very little. He would bite everything.
Sharon says, "Cherry chill, I'll pass, not a fan, only fresh cherries."
I'm the same way. except for the Luden's drops, which you can't eat because they are all sugar.
125% sugar.
But man, they're good.
Evelyn says the cherry is the one she's most excited about.
Mm.
And then Ash says she loves the cherry and the grapefruit.
I like grapefruit most things, so hopefully that will be very good.
Rick says he was working over the holiday installing air conditioners. Well, he lives in Miami, so that makes sense.
No. I worked on Thanksgiving, and when I got home, most of the food was already done. I think there was a turkey in the oven, and I carved we made 2 turkeys. So I carved the turkey that was already out, and then the other turkey was still in the oven. I threw Hunter's ham in the oven. And we buy the youngest a ham every year
Usually
because
tiny
it's
ham.
small. It's very small. You just put it in a pie plate. It's already sliced and uncured ham. He likes that. And we threw that in the oven. But pretty much everything else was already done. You did a bunch of vegetables.
I did 2 turkeys.
And 2 turkeys. And the kids brought over green beans, which were heavily garlicked. No vampires were found near our house. And then they brought Sis made mac and cheese, which was not keto, and an apple pie and a cheesecake, also
And
non-keto, and rolls. I didn't eat any of the rolls. I didn't want those.
Amy says, I had 2 Thanksgivings at my house and I am pooped. I'm trying to get the strength to drag the Christmas decorations out of the crawl space, but I'm not feeling it.
I am so that way. We barely even decorated for Halloween this year, and that's my favorite holiday. Like I put out, I made skeletons in cages and I hung them from the trees out front this year, but that's it. I didn't even put my witch hats out.
Yeah, we did put the pumpkins out in the front yard.
Yeah, but we didn't even carve them.
No.
They just sat there.
Charlie says, I have 2 30-pack variety bags of salty for the next local meetup. Tried to order twice from Amazon, a 30-pack unflavored, but Amazon failed twice. Order from my link and you get a discount.
Yeah.
And I get a kickback too. So go and order through my link, ketosimple.shop. Go to the Keto Chow link. Order salty through the Keto Chow link. I get a 10%. You get 10%. It works. Salty will ship you your stuff. Keto Chow will ship you your stuff. And that'll be the best way to get that.
Right way.
And it'll be the right way. It'll be the way. But welcome, Charlie. I did.
It's just Wooter.
Yeah. With lemon in it. I had to buy more lemon today. Let's see. Charlie's here. We love Charlie.
I was before just drinking half caffeinated coffee. So 2 decafs and 2 regular caffeine espresso pods. But now I will move to water because my kidneys need it.
Carl's here. Good
Hello.
evening, Carl.
Thank you for joining us. Oh, that's a good boy.
Jen Lucas says he'll end up sleeping on it. I don't know. He's stubborn.
He is very stubborn. He does not like to use. Okay, so the whole reason he got put in the garage is because he walked over to the litter box and peed outside of the litter box and looked at me while he did it. The cat doesn't like to use the litter boxes. He never has. He has always been an outdoor pottier. But in the winter, when it would get cold and snowy, he would begrudgingly use the litter boxes. But this was in the middle of summer when he did it and got put out. So I don't know if he will ever use that heated house because he is that kind of stubborn. Like he would probably just be super happy.
He is laying on blankets.
Yeah. But he would be excited to just freeze to death out there just to spite me. Just to make me mad. You know.
Tanya says, cats are stubborn animals. I have 2 of the most stubborn cats. Yeah, they're just
who they are. There's no changing them. They just are who they are, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Beverly's here.
Well, hello, Beverly.
Yeah, and Amy said, Mishawaka.
Yes. You two need to stop fighting. You are digging the crud out of your brother.
Jen Lucas says she'll be there.
Yes.
Maybe I take the truck and drive her up there so she doesn't have to drive too.
As long as it's not super snowy.
It
We'll have
shouldn't
to
be.
see what the weather's going to
Yeah.
be because I don't really want you driving in crazy snow. And if I have to get to work, I need to be able to get home.
Yeah.
Because I will not spend the night in the hospital.
Yeah. Amy says, I need to do one on a day Shander can come next time.
Well, you may not have a great turnout because I'm a Monday through Thursday girl. Unfortunately, I work when everybody else in the world is off. But that would be awesome.
Chris Cook in Nashville is here, which stands to reason because his lovely wife is here. So
Hello. I
this
hope
lovely
those
man is
meatballs
here.
are good. I'm very jealous. I mean, we're gonna have steak, so I'm gonna be fine. But
Yeah.
I do love meatballs.
Mm-hmm. I need to make some.
Yeah.
I was listening as I was driving, so I didn't really catch the recipe. But I
Yeah.
can always go back and look at the replay.
Hence YouTube.
Semi-retired Bob, off the grid carnivore is here.
Nice.
Some of us are trying to nap.
You know what? Just turn it down. Turn it down real low. Get that
Yeah.
ASMR going.
Yeah.
You're gonna be just fine.
It's off the grid. All the off the grid, all the time.
Yes.
Charlie says, I won't be able to make the Mishawaka meetup, but hope it's a good time for everyone that's able to make it. I want to go.
I hope it's good. I hope the weather holds out.
I'd be more grouchy if I had a double ear infection. Poor girl.
Oh my goodness. She is just the most hateful little thing when she's sick. Woo! I mean, just hateful.
I was like, I called her baby doll. She goes, I'm not a baby or a doll. I'm like, I've called her baby doll like her entire life.
Well, when we went to go see my best friend, we came back home and we talk almost every day when she gets off work. And she called me and she was like, I love it when she's sick because she's so sweet to me. She's like, but every other time you come up here and she's not sick, she could care less that I'm there. But boy, when she's sick, she's sweet to me and she just hates you. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, she was like, Paul, and wrote my name and put a big X over it. And I'm like, what did I even do?
And then drew you a heart and put an X through that too.
She's brutal.
She gets a little hateful when she's sick or tired.
And she gave me a hashtag because hashtag hateable.
Hashtag hateable.
She's a trip.
She is my favorite thing on this whole planet. Just the bestest thing ever.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I would be mean too, but she is definitely a grouch.
So he's like, Dustin, y'all are welcome anytime. We're just as psycho, so we're ready. It's like I remember my great grandma, whenever we would show up at her house, it didn't matter. You would just be like, we'd knock on the back door, go in, and she'd start cooking. Just cast iron skillets hitting the electric stove.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sharon says, our cats are only using us right now for our body heat. Basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do every Tuesday when we sit down, or if we sit down to watch a movie or anything together. As soon as I sit and put the blanket on, I'm covered in cats.
Charlie says, I was relaxing at Newport Beach, California, near Disneyland just a few days ago. This Indiana weather definitely not SoCal. Because they went to Disneyland.
That's bull.
I know, right?
They didn't even take us.
I know. Didn't even invite us or nothing.
I know. Didn't even cut me up and put me in a suitcase. I mean, what is the deal?
Jen Lucas bought new batteries for her Granny Mobile.
Oh, I love Granny Mobile.
1,200 and 18 lollies.
I don't know if anybody else watched that.
Oh,
it's the best episode of Bluey ever.
If you have 9 minutes,
it's really good.
Look up Granny Mobile Bluey episode. It's the cutest episode.
It's the best.
So, like the normal characters, Bingo and Bluey have these granny characters that they play. And there's a bunch of episodes of them playing these characters.
And they're all cute.
Yes.
But this one is hilarious.
They have their cousin Muffin who's overplaying. And they're like, what are we going to play at your house, Bluey? And they're like, grannies. Well, what kind of grannies can I be? Well, I don't know. And then she's like, gets all mad. Oh, you could be a grouchy granny.
And then she's just the most grouchiest granny, and it's adorable.
Oh, it's one of the best. Oh, it's so good. You have to check it out.
It is very good. Even if you don't watch cartoons, even if you don't like kids shows, obviously we watch them because we have the little one around all the time, but it's just really cute.
Shauna said one-way banking. Oh, Bob said, I found the best deals by staying home.
Yes, that
Yeah.
does work best.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, cats are just users. Yeah.
They are.
Let's see. Sharon, my Black Friday purchases was a laser. Laser.
Nice.
Have to wait for it to delivery.
Are you gonna burn your name into the moon?
Well, I think she got a laser engraver type thing because she's
Ah.
the lady that I've been talking to make shirts and merch and stuff for us.
Ooh, very cool.
Mhm.
Very cool. Yeah, the blankie was nice. And then I don't remember what else. I honestly don't remember much about Black Friday. My daughter, I went with my daughter, my son-in-law, I suppose you would call him, and me, and just the three of us. And my daughter, I think, was overwhelmed and ended up having a basic meltdown in the middle of the day. And so what I remember about Black Friday shopping is me texting Dustin saying, I'm trapped. I can't get out of here. I can't do this. I need to be home. I want to be home. Because I just couldn't handle her meltdown.
Sean said we had a great time down in Georgia for Thanksgiving. The 10-hour drive coming home on Sunday was rough, but
I bet.
I love Georgia. I don't even mind driving through Atlanta. Like even Atlanta traffic to me doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Because like when I went down there to pick you up, and then you had that conference, and I drove around like the Olympics, the Olympic Park for like 4 hours.
That was a long time.
And I just kept it going a loop.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I love Atlanta. Atlanta's gorgeous.
It's beautiful. It really is. It was a very nice place.
Yeah, Ash says you are always welcome at our house anytime you can handle the craziness. They have a puppy.
I love
puppies. Yeah. Her name was Mel.
I'm much more a dog person. But we have the cats because my pupper passed away, and I don't think I could mentally handle losing another one.
Rick said, where's the insane iguana flavor? I told him he needs to come up with a recipe video on iguana claw tea.
Oh, that's just...
it's Rick. Miriam is here. Good evening, Miriam.
Good evening, Miriam.
Now we got to be on our best behavior.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. But we love Miriam. She's the sweetest.
She's
absolutely one of the sweetest people on the entire face of this planet.
I don't know how to be on good behavior. I don't think I've ever gotten good marks for being on good behavior.
Jen Lucas says, the sugar-free Ludens are good too. I'm allergic to real cough drops because of the menthol and eucalyptus.
I didn't even know they made sugar-free, but I would probably eat them.
They probably have maltitol in them.
Yeah, I would probably eat them while sitting on the potty because I would probably eat the whole bag.
I can't say that she hasn't done that with other maltitol things.
You know, the sugar-free gummy bears are sometimes worth it. Sometimes. Not often.
It's like
once every 2 years. I can eat 5 without dying. That's how many I know I can eat.
Oh yeah. Rick, Sean sent me a meme. It was a great meme that made me think of you. Posted on Dustin's Facebook page, iguana related. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to yawn.
In our neighborhood, people have huge skeletons that were out for Halloween, now dressing them for Christmas. That's the best way to do it. I
love that. We've seen a bunch of those. I think they're adorable. There's even a Facebook page about the giant skeletons. I've seen some posts where like they're trying to help, Santa Claus on the roof and stuff like that, or they're going down the chimney. It's very cute.
Amy says, whoops, I've donated money on people's YouTube channels, but I don't think I have a payment method connected to my Gmail account. Trying to figure out how to link that.
Yeah, I have no idea how any of that stuff works.
I've got a bunch of different payments connected.
I know. I get notifications when you send people money.
Yeah. Let's see. Jen Lucas, I bought the donut. Keto Chow was pricey. That's because I had to buy a Dash Mini donut maker. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Judy's asking, is shipping free for Salty Sampler Pack? Would like to try the cherry. I think they have between Salty and Keto Chow, I think they have a $100 limit for free shipping. I don't know. So I don't think they're shipping the sampler packs out for free. I could be wrong. I know Miriam's in the chat. She may be able to answer that. Let's see. Yeah, Amy said if it's snowy, stay home.
Yeah. We had a snow Yesterday?
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
2 days ago. Just a dusting. But they didn't salt
Oh, that was yesterday.
anything. It was yesterday.
Yeah, that took me forever to get.
Oh my goodness. They didn't salt anything. There were like a record number of crashes. It was ridiculous. You couldn't get anywhere in less than an hour. And like
You'd act like we'd never had snow in Indiana before.
This is Indiana. It snows every year. And it's coming. It's in the news. But they just did nothing to prepare. And it was just ridiculous.
It's okay to plan on doing these quarterly basis. Maybe we could do a weekday, early evening, but you'll be driving back a little later. That's okay.
We're fine.
You
with
could
that.
always come down to us and go to Rockstar Pizza. Rockin' Keto Amy.
We could always do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would love this spunky little. She is. Oh my goodness.
She is definitely something.
She's like, we also have 2 guest bedrooms now.
We just have the one, but it's hers. So we would have to ask her permission. That we probably would not get.
Sharon says, I was lucky when I was a kiddo when sick. My kiddo was sick. He wanted cuddles. Still calls home when he's not feeling good just to chat.
The boys do that.
Yeah.
The boys will call home when they're not feeling good. My daughter will just get grumpy.
But they call and like the way they talk is like somebody died.
Oh, yes.
Like the world is coming to an end.
That's boys. They don't want your attention unless they're sick and then they want to be mommied.
Mm-hmm. Jen says, my eldest grand beauty always called me her crafty granny. Well, if you know Jen Lucas, she's awful crafty. See, Charlie knows. Charlie goes, Bluey is awesome. I have a Bluey t-shirt with bandit characters saying, it's not a dad bod, it's a father figure.
Yes. You have.
I have the Aw Biscuits hoodie.
Aw Biscuits.
Rick says, liver is my cough remedy.
Oh, no. That's going to make me vomit remedy.
Savory Keto Chow by Rick. Iguana tail.
Yes.
Or, yeah, duck feet. Roasted duck.
Oh, I do like a roasted duck, though. That is good stuff.
Sean says, we tried to go to Buc-ee's on the way home on Sunday. They didn't have any RV parking, and it was hell trying to get in and out. It was about a 20-minute detour. We didn't even get to shop and go in. That's weird.
Oh, that stinks.
Was it just full? Because most of them have RV parking. You can't bring in semis, but you can park an RV.
I wonder, well, they were probably full because of the holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we love Buc-ee's.
Oh, we love it. Like we'll go to both in Georgia, like on both sides of Atlanta. We'll stop both of those. Both of them.
That turkey jerky that they got slamming.
Oh, that turkey jerky. It's got to be high carb.
It probably is. But dang, it's good. It's peppered. It's good.
Yeah. Jen, you'd be jet
propelled. Yes, I would with those sugar-free Ludens.
Well, it's like I don't know what I ate yesterday, but I had the BGs real bad. Like I would toot and I know this is probably TMI, but this is what you signed up for. And I would just have you ever just had gas to where like you just like you feel like you're a balloon and you feel yourself filling up with gas and you just let it go and then it just keeps coming back. You're like, what is my life? You're welcome, folks.
Yeah, and that was my life.
And you start seeing the counter people like just going away.
That was what I had to deal with all day yesterday.
Pretty sure I ate 2.5 pounds of beef and meatballs and a giant fried burger patty. Now I can't move.
That's a good way to be.
Okay, so
I'm down for eating where I can't. So I can't move.
Rick prefers Duckies.
Yes.
Okay, so Amy's asking, what is Buc-ee's?
It is the biggest gas station you've ever seen.
It's like they have
no reason.
They have 100 plus gas pumps.
No semis allowed. So it's not a truck stop. Right.
They have the cleanest bathrooms. They literally have a bathroom attendant in the bathroom cleaning
24/7
nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
And
they have food that they make all the time. I think they have like barbecue and they have a
brisket
and they have
desserts and sandwiches,
and then they have like a whole jerky counter.
like a whole like meat counter that's all jerky.
Yep.
And then you can also buy the prepackaged, but I mean, you can look back and see all the jerkies that they have. And you're like, oh yeah. It's like a Walmart, a gas station, a gift shop.
It's
I mean, like a
they-
Bass
and they
Pro
have
shop.
a huge gift shop area that's all like there's clothes, you can buy dishes, you can get toys,
Fire pits and grills.
everything. They have everything.
And depending on which one you go to, like if you're at the one near Alabama, you can buy boogie boards and stuff for the water. And you can buy anything and everything Bucky's like
Themed.
Branded.
Yeah.
Like underwear.
Okay. So it's like half the size of a full-size Walmart, but then it also has double the size of any reasonable size gas station. Does that make sense?
I mean, it's like they have like literally have at least 104 gas pumps.
Yes.
It's like a Costco, but a gas station.
Anywho, it's got a lot of stuff.
Let's see here.
You're way behind. You're lost.
I'm not. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Lily's chips. I didn't have any Lily's chips yesterday, but those those usually will give me some toots, but not like this. I guess it probably was that ice cream. I got some of that Kroger,
sugar-free,
no sugar added chocolate chip ice cream, because they used to have a keto one that was delicious and it was relatively clean.
as clean as it could get.
Yeah. This is less clean, but it's not that bad. But it just gave me the worst gas. So I won't be having. I've got another pint in the freezer. I won't be having that anytime soon.
Yeah.
I just don't need that kind of discomfort in my life.
Yeah, I feel that way when I go more than those 5 gummy bears.
A gas station. LOL. Sorry, hit send on accident.
Oh, you're right.
Andy, my lady, laugh a lot. Hi, Dustin and Chandra. Just sitting here watching Hallmark and forgetting what time it is.
That's okay. I know that can draw people in, that Hallmark stuff. It's all Christmas all the time right now, I bet.
Yeah. Let's see. The toot Dustin is talking about. That's the Horn of Gondor. Lord of the Ring fans know what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. It was I was laying in bed and I'm like, you know how you're letting them out and you're like very cautious because you don't want to poop the bed. And and I hope Miriam isn't here anymore because I don't need her having this thought.
Judgeness about you.
I don't want her to think less of me because I really, she's one of the who I look up to.
But you didn't poop the bed.
And
we're all very proud of you for not pooping the bed.
I did not.
I especially.
Yeah. I mean, these are keto problems. Because you try to stay keto and you try to have something like a dessert or something. And like, I know I should be making creamies.
Yeah.
I have room now in the freezer outside to make creamies.
But it was easy. And
it was easy. And we've been, easy and convenient is what really gets me sometimes.
Yeah.
Because Chris and I will talk and like, he's like making these elaborate things and he'll send me photos. And I'm like, I have trouble making steak some days, just throwing in meat in a cast iron skillet and then flipping it and then putting it on a plate. I have trouble some days.
That's fair.
Oh, and Evelyn's asking Chris if did he push himself beyond comfortably stuffed.
I am comfortably stuffed.
Get out of my head.
Big Floyd's for that.
My gas station is my front yard.
Dustin's gas station was our bedroom last night.
My back door. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
Welcome
folks.
to 5-year-old hour.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry I took the money. Do you know what that's from?
I remember it, but I don't remember what it's from.
It's Pee Wee Herman, and he's the guy Pee Wee, like Paul Rubin, but he's on one of the Cheech and Chong movies. Like, sorry I took the money. I'm sorry I took the money. Not sorry I took the money. Like, I remember seeing that as a kid, being like, "What is happening?" Because it was like those Saturday movies on network TV, like Channel 4 movies. You're like, it was like Ma and Pa Kettle, and then it would go to Cheech and Chong. I'm like, what's happening? Yeah, I'd be excited about brisket. Oh, the turkey jerky. Oh,
yes.
And we'll talk about
peppered turkey jerky. That stuff is yes.
It's like home for the poor carnivore. I mean, they have like, if you go in the morning, they have breakfast sandwiches. They have all kinds of desserts, pie, cookies, cakes. I mean,
The
any
kids
and
get fudge.
oh, they've got boxes of fudge. They have basically any kind of snack food you can think of. The only thing I don't like about Buc-ee's is their fountain soda selection is trash. It's literal dog water because they don't have they don't have hardly a diet selection at all. They don't have Coke Zero.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they may have Diet Coke and maybe Diet Pepsi, maybe.
I don't really like a fountain soda like that.
Yeah, you're a weirdo. But, like if you're on the road and you're on the road for like 17 hours, a nice big soda is going to get you down the road.
Coffee.
Oh, big coffee. Yeah, they do have coffee.
They do have coffee.
But I mean, it's, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris said, Evelyn, I walked up to the meat precipice, stared at the beefy abyss. The beefy abyss stared back into me. Yes.
That's amazing.
Did you pull aside the beefy curtains?
You stop. Where's Stacy? She's going to have to look that up. You might have to text her that. Oh, she's going to die. We're going to
where's Chris?
Scare her.
Where's my I actually have a friend named Chris that I've been friends with for coming up on like 20 years, and we called them beefy curtains.
We're going to scare her to death by some of these things she's going to look up.
Sorry, folks.
Oh, just trust me.
Watching it 2x, I'll be up to date in a few.
You don't want to know what's actually happening in his head.
No.
I have a good visage. Like I get to see a good portion of it, and I'm scared to know what else is there. Just saying.
I wake up in the morning and tell her my dreams.
Oh God, you don't want to know.
Mm-mm.
You really don't want to know.
Yeah, Buc-ee's is a tourist oasis at a mega gas station. Yeah,
yes.
But their soda fountain game is weak. It's trash. Let's see. Ash is doing dishes, but says to tell you Buc-ee's began doing keto meal kits, and they're great while traveling. Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Obviously, we didn't go on a vacation this year.
Yeah, we haven't been anywhere near a Buc-ee's this year.
No, we went to Wisconsin for the wedding, but we haven't been on a vacation this year.
That didn't count as a vacation. It was driving back and forth across nothing.
True.
Like lots and we went through 2 tanks of gas just driving across the same hour stretch of road.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like the Airbnb where your parents stayed was beautiful. It was on that lake and it was gorgeous. And then we stayed in an Airbnb that was like down the street from a lake, and it was nice.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the ocean. And we need to get next year. We have to go to the ocean.
We will.
Yeah.
I got to figure out how to make it happen, but we will.
And that's one thing I want to talk about. So, and I know we talk about YouTube and we talk about all the things. So this month, November, was the best month I have ever had on YouTube. So most of the months that I've had since being monetized has been somewhere between $20 and $50 in a month. So, and it goes by 28 days or whatever. So most of, and so I'm usually going 3, 4, 5 months, sometimes between 2 and 5 months between getting a paycheck from YouTube, because they only pay you out once you reach $100. This month, or November, it was the biggest month I've ever had, and it's all because of your generosity and your support that got us there. So that was I think it was $213.
That's pretty awesome.
That's the biggest. That's like a 10x from where we started. And I mean, and that doesn't go, that goes a long way to help me pay for my website, and helps me pay for, the equipment and the StreamYard and all that stuff. I'm still looking at a replacement for StreamYard, but StreamYard is just so easy. It's plug and play. It's like Legos. And I've been talking with Mikey, and he's like, shouldn't be paying money. I'm like, I want it to be easy. And we do so many of these, and I want to do more. Mm-hmm. And I also want to talk about, so for all of you members, if you go to the community tab, if you're a member, there is a link to a a meal plan generator on my website that you can use right now for free if you're a member.
Mhm.
Play around with
It's
it.
in beta.
It's a beta.
So you gotta like check it out and try to break it so that you can fix it and
yeah, so
get all the bugs
because
out.
eventually I want to set it up to where you can use it once or twice for free. And then I want to set it up to where, like, if you want to make monthly meal plans, you can, there'll be like a tier you can pay for to do monthly meal plans. Because we've got this set up to where you type in what you want. You want to put it in your protein goals, your fat goals, your calorie goals. Do you want carnivore, keto, ketovore? Do you want to put in? Now, the PSMF, I have it in there, but I'm not quite sure if it's going to give it correctly. So that one's that's where we need people to test as well. If anybody who does PSMF, so protein sparing modified fasts, but you can go in and say, I want a 7-day meal plan, 1 meal a day, 2 meal a day, 2 meal and a snack, whatever. These are my protein goals, my fat goals. I want to stay under X amount of total carbs, net carbs. You be as detailed with them as you want. Please only give me, beef and pork. Give me beef and fish. Give me whatever. And then you put in exactly what you want. And then it'll give you the daily recipe. It'll give you the daily food that you want, or like the meal ideas, the recipe, a shopping list. It'll give you the nutrition information as it pulls from nutrition guidelines and stuff like that. So I had an issue with heavy cream because there was a recipe that pulled in for a cup and a half of heavy cream and it said it was no carbs. So we had to go in and modify some information for that. So I went in and, in the back end and put in that, a tablespoon of heavy cream is 0.5 carbs.
Right.
So then when it does pull in, so if you say I want to stay under, say you have a goal of 5 total carbs a day, it'll not pull in a cup and a half of heavy cream for a meal.
Right.
So
and so he wants you to go play with it,
yes.
figure out where those gaps are in the information that it has, and check it against what for your information, and see, hey, I made this meal, but when I counted out the carbs, I got this.
Mm-hmm.
Just play with it, try to give us some feedback on it. This is something that he's designed with a friend that they would like to make it viable and usable for others.
Because I know that a lot of people are busy and meal planning is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're just one person, you could say I need a meal plan for 4 people. You can say I need a 7-day meal plan for 2 people. One person needs these goals, another person needs these goals. How do I make that happen? And it should spit it all out. You can be as detailed as you want, and when you're putting it in the search box, talk to it like it's a person. So, and that
give
should
it a try.
Yeah. But it's only for the member. So if you're not a member, become a member. It's at 99 cents. And then you can go into the community tab and you can find the link and let us know what you think.
Just play with it. Like we said, for right now, it's in beta. So it is not the word of the Lord. Sometimes it's probably going to give you the wrong stuff, and that's okay because we're working to figure out the glitches.
Mm-hmm. You need a button. I didn't poop the bed today.
Yes.
I need that. I just had a flashback. I never fall asleep during colonoscopy prep. True story.
Yes.
She had that, and she had to miss our youngest's Christmas play.
Mm-hmm. I did. I had to sit on the potty. That was fun, and it was the worst.
More TMI. Who else gets the noisy gurgling stomach, not gas? Yeah, I don't normally have a lot of gas.
No, my intestines have always spoken very loudly. Even if I don't need to pass gas or have a bowel movement, I'll just be in a patient room and I'm listening to them. I'm listening to their breathing with my stethoscope. And then you hear my freaking bowels and they're like, whoa. And I'm trying to oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't your stomach. That was mine.
I love what we're coming into. This is going to be the best chat ever.
Yes.
Chris says, Ash and I have a bet. Who poops the bed first in our marriage? Whoever loses owes the other a steak dinner and has to tell the waiter while we're there.
That is not fair. That is not fair. Not fair.
Ooh.
You weren't even in the bed.
I know. Well, well, I guess I wasn't. I don't know.
You were at work.
Andy says, don't tell, but Susan lost that bet. Electrolytes got her one night.
The kids brought home the plague. Like the full-blown plague. Okay?
I love you guys.
Full-blown plague. And my daughter came into my room after spending all night on the bathroom floor, getting up, vomiting and pooping her brains out all night long. And she curled up in the bed next to me and climbed up behind me. And I'm just laying there. And I wake up startled. And I'm like, ah! And I just put my shoulder on her because I can feel her, or put my hand on her shoulder. And I'm like, don't move. Don't roll. And she's like, what's going on? I was like, you got me. You got me good. I pooped the bed. So I had to clean the bed, had to take a shower, and I vomited that morning too. So it was just the worst. She got me so bad. And the poor kid, like, she was just awful, just sick. And all the boys were sick too. It was the worst. So yeah.
silent walking to the drawer. You gotta change your clothes. Honey, what happened? Sharon says, I tried out the meal planner and it worked great. Fantastic. Sweet. Everybody try it out, please.
Yes, go give it a shot.
And Jen says, my plan is thaw meat, cook meat, eat meat. Yeah.
That works.
It works too.
But this is just something to play along with.
Because a lot of people aren't going to do just carnivore.
That's true.
I mean, a lot of people need a little more variety, and I want to be able to make it sustainable and easy. And even if you will do just carnivore, sometimes it may give you an idea to try something different.
A different way to cook something, or...
Yes, Matt. Magical indeed.
Very magical.
Oh, the magic of poop in the bed. I love all of you. You guys are so amazing.
Yes.
Oh, I love all of you.
I'm so thankful we have no secrets.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, is like we are real. What other channel out there is talking about poop in the bed?
What other channel have you heard about me poop in the bed?
I don't think Dr. Barry and Nisha are talking about poop in the bed. I mean, if they did, I want to watch because I need to laugh. That's amazing. That's the realest of real. This cat messes with the color of the video.
He's fine. His claws, though, very much hurt.
Yeah. So that's...
I don't want you on my arm.
So that's the reality of life. Eventually, you're going to poop the bed.
Eventually, you will poop the bed. It does happen.
My goodness.
And sometimes you eat gummy bears on the toilet. It just happens. It's okay. It is okay.
Yeah, Chris says, cooking recipes isn't really necessary for those who are settling the keto carnivore, but to appeal to the rest of the world, I think they're a vital tool. Got to meet folks where they are to help. That's my thing. And one of the things, too, is I've noticed, like, on one of the... on some of the carnivore sites, and I see it on keto sites, I see it on various sites, but the latest one I saw was somebody asking, why don't you have vegetables on carnivore? And people attack the lady, and I'm like, how do we get people to be on board with what we're doing if we're just going to be mean? And like, blah, 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 trolls. I'm like, well, I mean, instead of being mean, just delete the post.
Right. Well, and on top of that, everybody's starting somewhere.
Yes. And the thing is we all assume everybody knows what we know.
Right.
And everybody's been where we've been, and that's not the case. Everybody's experience, everybody's perspective, everybody's experience level in life is different. Yeah. And someone's like and you got to remember, for the last 100 years, low meat, high vegetable has been the way.
Hell, we've been told cereal was good for us for our whole lives. It's It's part of a balanced breakfast.
It was hard to not buy checks today because it was on clearance.
He did send me a
I was
picture
like,
of the
oh,
checks.
rice
I
checks.
was like, I'm pretty sure we don't need rice checks.
I know. Well, look at Rick bragging. I've never pooped the bed. Well, you know what?
You know what?
You're going to get a bad iguana one day.
I'm just saying, Rick may poop in the woods.
He might.
My dad's favorite saying used to be, "Does a bear shit in the woods?"
Evelyn says, Bella and Steak and Butter Gal talks about how healthy her poops are. But has she pooped the bed?
Yes.
Let's see. Chris Cook in Nashville, that's an awesome way to look at it. I can't expect everyone to go full-blown keto or carnivore right. Yeah, I mean, the thing is we all got to start somewhere.
Well, and also, a lot of people fail at changing their lifestyle because they get bored and they get tired of what they're getting. Diets never work. Well, diets don't ever work because you're not changing your whole lifestyle. But it's really hard to go from having tons of variety to I'm eating burgers every night.
And I mean, and that's a lot of channels I see that were once keto that they'll either try to go low calorie because they're like, well, it's not sustainable to me because I need to eat rice and I need to eat this and I need to eat that. But then eventually they start coming back. Well, low calorie didn't work for me. I have to go back to keto or whatever. We have to find our own satiety.
Mm-hmm.
And
you've got to figure out what works in your life. Everybody is different. Can't expect what works for him to work for me or work for you. We're all different. Everything, it's just like medicine.
We're all different in the details.
It's different. We're the same and we're all different.
I think we're all different in the details, but I think just a whole food diet is what's probably best for all of us.
Yeah.
I would say there's probably not a person I can't say definitively that there's not a person on the planet that eating macaroni and cheese and fish sticks and chicken nuggets is the best diet for them. I mean, that might be the only thing that they will eat. They're whatever, but I don't think that's the healthiest thing for them. But you have to think about the majority of people aren't going to be carnivore. You're not going to have 90% of the world be carnivore.
No.
It's never going to happen. Now, I mean, we may get close to low carb, high fat in its most generic is probably the most likely to be the most widespread. Getting into keto is probably second, ketovore, and then maybe like carnivore, and then strictly lion is probably the smallest number.
Well, and the big thing is, again, you got to do what you got to do to make the lifestyle viable for you. And a lot of people have children and they're trying to get their children to eat better too. You're not going to get kids to go from eating cereal to eating, just burgers. That's just not going to happen.
I mean,
or bacon. I mean, that's unrealistic to think that. You're going to have to start them out with other things. You're going to have to make meal plans. And if your partner doesn't want to follow the same, diet as you or lifestyle as you, but you still want to make your lives work together, then you find a way to adjust. There are plenty of people out there who are like, I'm the only keto person in my household, but I do all the cooking. So finding those recipes where they can all eat together without anybody feeling like they're left out, that's a good thing.
We need to get through these comments. We're coming up on time. So Amy says, I've eaten in the bathroom.
Yes.
I mean, it's true food addict when you eat in the bath. That's 100% I've eaten in the bathroom.
What I have planned to eat candy or whatnot that has maltitol in it and planned my bathroom time. Like I will eat it knowing that I'm going to spend X amount of time in the bathroom. Yeah.
That's Rick's story. He's sticking to it. Yeah.
Yes.
At least he's consistent. And Amy says, Rick, it will happen. Just a matter of time. We all poop ourselves eventually. Just a matter of time.
Yes. And
Sharon says, I feel great just eating meats, but for me, it's not something I can do long term. So veg now and then works for me. That's the thing is, I mean, you're going to have days where you just want broccoli. And I mean, I understand the carnivore mindset. I understand the carnivore lifestyle, where, that's kind of going to the carnivore lion diet. There's a lot of healing that people need to get through. And I think that helps people who have so much gut healing and all those things that need to happen. But I think long term, I think the majority of people will be lucky to get them close to keto.
Yeah.
If we're looking long term, if we can ever actually get most of humans to get to a proper human diet.
Yeah.
And Chris says, learning what we don't know, then tearing others down for not knowing it is pure ego and nasty behavior. It is.
It
It's
is.
so. It's just. And I even say to people, I'm like, how is that helpful? And they're like, well, how is asking that question helpful? And I'm like, but it. And I try not to. And I try not to argue, but sometimes
Because
it just.
when you argue on the internet, nobody wins, and you all look like fools.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's just sometimes it's just like too much, and I have to say something.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are we being mean to this person? You're trying to run them off. Do
Yeah.
you want to help the world, or you not want to help the world? Do you want the world to be a healthier place or not?
Yeah.
Or do you want to be, I'm carnivore and you are not? You eat this, so you're worse to me. What is it that you want? Do you want to help people or not? And that's one of the things that I'm always pushing the idea that keto is going to work for some, carnivore is going to work for some, paleo is going to work for some. There's going to be people that vegan's the only thing they are even going to be willing to try.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even matter how sick they get. It's just going to be what they do.
Yeah.
And you got to have to hopefully maybe try to get them to do the best vegan they can. But you can't shun people because of it. We're all where we are, and hopefully we can help people be healthy.
Yeah.
And that's the goal here. Help more people to be healthy.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Chris says, thanks, Matt. I agree. Jesus didn't chase those who already knew the truth. He came to help stick those
the sick.
And yeah, I get reading too fast. Help the sick and lost who need help. Yeah, that's the thing, is that's what we really need. Just be there for each other, because people don't know what they don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't help anybody to be a jerk.
Let's see. Do you know why mathematicians don't get constipated? They always work things out
with a pencil. Love it. That's a good one.
Sean. Jen says, I'm carnivore, just me at home. I relax to keto without having guests. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's got to be a little bit flexible.
Carrie's
too.
in the house. Good evening, Carrie.
Thank you for joining us.
Let's see. Basketball is such a messy sport. Amid the trick shots, the court is needed to be clean from all the dribbling.
Yes.
Let's see. Has anyone tried to pluck seasonings with organ meat?
Pluck had tried it must be a brand, Pluck seasoning. Obviously, we have not.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it. I have a question. I got something that is supposed to help with prostate. It has a lot of organs in it. The other ingredients has tapioca, maltodextrin, which I didn't see, but was the cleanest.
If you're having prostate issues, I would always suggest that you see a doctor.
I think Carrie has been seeing a urologist. I think we talked about that last week.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe we did talk about that. Because there are many, many things that it could be.
You can always look at what the active ingredients are and see if you can get that as a standalone as well.
Right. Well, yeah. And there are some things that people take because they've heard along the way that they are helpful for prostate. Make sure you speak with your physician about what you're taking, especially if you already have an issue, because some of the over-the-counter things, vitamins, etc., can cause other problems. Like garlic, for instance. If you're taking garlic pills for any particular reason, you need to be aware that if you're going to go in for surgery, that garlic can make it harder for you to clot. Not that you can't garlic your food, but if you take garlic pills. So things like that. There are lots of over-the-counter things that interact with other medications that you take. And there are lots of over-the-counter things that cause other side effects that you may not be aware of, probably aren't written on the bottle, but things you should talk about with your physician just to make sure that you're not doing anything that's going to interfere with anything you're already taking or any procedures you may have or anything else going on. And your physician or your pharmacist Those are wonderful resources to speak with. The internet does not know all.
Andy says, finally back to live.
Woo woo.
Just in time for us to say goodnight.
Right?
But I wanted to say thank you all so much again for all of you. Now, this is a list, and this is not a complete list
of the members, because we couldn't get to all of them. If your name does not show up, let us know. Send a message. We will make sure you get tagged in the next one.
We'll do the best we can.
Yeah, YouTube is wonky sometimes with that. We appreciate you all coming in to hang out with us on a lovely Tuesday, on a frozen Tuesday where it's colder than all get out. And you know, if we work together like a community, we try to help each other out, we can all end up better for it in the end.
Yeah, Jen says, as long, carnivore or vegan, if we eat what was given to us and avoid manufactured food as much as you personally can. Yeah, I mean, just avoiding the center of the grocery store as much as you can. Just try to eat meat, eggs, veggies, healthiest fats you can afford, healthiest food you can afford.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday, not Tuesday. Good night, Evelyn. We love you.
Good night, everybody.
And Andy says, I know, but at least I watched it all. Love you. We love you too.
We appreciate you. Thank you for watching
and
us.
Thanks all to you guys. Thank you for making this last month one of the best months the best month we've ever had.
Yes.
I know that goes a long way to helping us be here for you. I mean,
and if you don't send that, you're going to have to tell Stacy to watch this so she's got something to look up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, we love all of you. Thank you all so much again for sticking it out with us, watching us, being here, laughing along with us, hopefully, and not being too disgusted with us.
Or just laughing at us.
Or laughing
Whatever.
at us works too.
It's fine.
But anyway, we love you. Thank you all so, so very much.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
100%. We love you. Bye now.